Hi, Maka. I'm going to be doing a live meditation on Zoom, and I'll be talking to that screen, but it will also be broadcasting on here as well if you would like to follow along. Just going to wait a few minutes to wait for some other people to hop on. You're so fine. Don't worry about it. I am glad that you are with me now. And while we are waiting, if you could just find a comfortable seated position. Hey, Rebecca. And we will start very shortly. So I think it might be, Rebecca, there's one person on Instagram Live, so I think it might just be the three of us this morning or this afternoon. So it's good. So we can just start together. I hope you're doing well, that your morning has been good so far. Enjoying this full moon. I know it's bringing a lot of energy, and definitely I had trouble sleeping last night, even though I was super tired, and really helping us release, and also it being in Libra helps really balance out, so it makes it a little less crazy and heightened emotions throughout this time. So I crafted today's meditation on more of grounding and specifically a mindfulness meditation visualization at the end that we will do. So to help us really just ground and root to rise is what I would really call it for this exact practice. So if you have found a comfortable seat, we're going to close our eyes, gently connecting to the breath. Hey, Alyssa. Now just take a few inhales and exhales here. Making sure to really fill up the lower belly as we inhale. And exhaling all of the stale air out of the body. From here, we bring our hands together, rubbing them gently to generate heat within the body, seeing what it feels like to have skin on skin contact. We bring our thumbs to our heart center, connecting them at our sternum. Hey, Rachel. And from here, we set the intention from our practice. I offer you the intention to be a positive voice in your own head, to think kind thoughts about yourself and others, and to be an example of peace. Keeping our eyes closed, I offer you Yana Mudra, thumb and index fingers together, palms facing up to receive the good energy around you. You can place your hands in your lap here. We're going to call in this practice with 3 ohms to signify to ourselves and the world around us that we are ready to show up for this work. We're going to do a 3-part Om. Ah, first and second chakra. O, third and fourth chakra. Fifth, sixth, and seventh chakra. So we will close our eyes, inhale, fill up, and begin. Now we return to the natural breath. And when we are ready, gently open our eyes, rolling our shoulders back, coming into this space. So sometimes it just takes a few breaths to really just drop into the present moment and feel where you are at right now. If you have never joined one of my meditations before, I am Sam. I am a wellness consultant and herbalist, and I help humans embody abundance and reach their highest selves through herbalism, mindfulness, and meditation practices in order so they can execute to their fullest potential. So the next meditation that we are going to move into is a practice called Seed to Tree. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with it. Yeah, Rebecca is probably, I had a feeling you would be familiar with it. This is an amazing meditation that I love for release, and I think it's super powerful, and it can definitely bring up a lot of emotions within. That's what I have found through this. So if you can, we're going to get on to our knees, sitting like this, back on our heels, butt placed on our heels. And how this works is you're going to inhale and rise up. And then as you exhale, you're gonna cross and squeeze yourself. So you're gonna inhale and expand all the way up, and then exhale and squeeze in all the way down. And you can do this at your own pace. I will guide you through it. We will start together. And feel free to stand up as high as you need to and stay there and pause there. And then when you come back down and squeeze yourself, feel free to do that for as long as you feel. So we'll begin together, seated. Inhale, rise up, and begin. And while you're doing this motion, making sure you are fully opening up your shoulders to the world around you, and exhaling and squeezing it as you bring it back into center, and inhaling and reaching all the way up to the sky, and exhaling and squeezing it back in. And doing this as fast or as slowly as you feel. You'll do this on your own pace. We will be here for a few minutes. I will count you out and let you know when we're near the end. Keep doing this with gusto. Focus on the breath as you inhale and rise, and bring everything you want into your body as you expand and contract. This is an amazing exercise for really grounding and also rising in your true power simultaneously. And also it brings abundant oxygen through the body as we do this active meditation. Do this for 30 more seconds. Stay with me, stay strong, keep the energy in the body, moving past any physical feelings you may be feeling, making you uncomfortable to want to stop. Keep inhaling and rising, exhaling, contracting and squeezing into yourself and your body. And on the next inhale, we're going to rise up and stay there. Keeping your eyes closed, reach as high as you can, and inhale, squeezing and holding the breath, crystallizing this energy. Keeping your arms up, exhale, release. Inhale one more time, reach as high as you can, crystallizing the energy. Keeping the arms up, exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, reach as high as you can. Squeeze the breath. Clench your jaw and your face and your toes. And exhale, release, come down and squeeze your body. Connect to the breath here, keeping your eyes closed. Feeling the sensations in your body, if you feel more awake, thoughts crossing your mind. We are going to now move into a slow yogic breath to realign and center the nervous system. So you're going to place the left hand on the lower belly and the right hand on the upper chest. You'll expand, inhale, it's a 3-part breath. Inhale, expand the lower belly. Inhale, expand upper chest. And exhale, release. Inhale, inhale, and exhale. Feel free to make sound if it serves you. And as you sit here, see what it feels like to recenter the body with the breath after activity and action. You'll do 2 rounds together. Inhale, lower belly. Inhale, upper chest. And exhale, release. One more time. Inhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now gently allow your arms to drop down to your sides, your knees. Returning to natural breath. Gently open up your eyes, rolling your shoulders back, coming into this space. So I hope you all felt the effects of the seed to tree meditation. I know it is something I always do if I'm feeling like I need an extra clearing or recentering. I know, Rebecca, you said you've done it before, and yeah, I think it's a pretty impactful meditation to do. So I challenge you to bring that into your daily life, or if you're ever feeling like you need some energy and regrounding, to just really practice that. Set a timer for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I had you do it for 3 minutes. So you can work at your own pace to guide yourself through it as well. So now what we are going to do is we are going to do a mindfulness meditation, a cloud meditation. So if you can lay down if you are able to. If not, it's totally fine to stay in a seated position. And from this space, whether laying down or seated, we return to the breath, connecting here in this space. We see how it feels as we inhale and exhale, thinking about our stomach rising and falling as we fill the body with oxygen. Bringing awareness to the body, we're going to gently move upward, starting with the toes, giving them a wiggle, seeing how the tops of the feet feel, the bottoms of the feet, the ankles, the shins, the knees, the front of the thigh, the back of the thigh, the hips, the pelvic floor, the stomach, the belly button, the lower back, the upper back, the chest, the right shoulder, the left shoulder, the right arm, the left arm, the right hand, and the left hand, the front of the throat, the back of the throat, the jaw, the chin, the lips, the tongue, the nose, the cheeks, the ears, the eyes, the forehead, and the top of the head. And as we make our way to the top of the head, simply notice if there are any thoughts arising in your mind, if there's any activity, memories, distractions, daydreams. And as you observe these thoughts, don't judge them. Just let them pass by. There is nothing you need to do with these thoughts except bring your attention to them and watch them. If an emotional or physical sensation arises, acknowledge it, let it be, and return to the breath. Mindfulness is bringing awareness to the present moment without judging it. Mindfulness is bringing awareness to the present moment without judging it. Each time we observe the moment but aren't judging it, we can tune back into the breath and the body and ground ourselves in a broader perspective of the moment. So now, as these thoughts are swirling around in your mind, think of this mental flow of these images as just being clouds in the sky, just passing through your mind like the clouds move across the sky. And as the thought drifts in, gently allow it to drift away and float on. Like the sky is always there behind the clouds, notice how the part of you that is able to just watch your thoughts is always there behind the way you are expressing your feelings. Keep imagining these thoughts and memories float in and out as they come, not judging them, being gentle, and allowing them to pass by. When you notice something and you bring awareness that something is there, doesn't mean you have to do anything with it. So you're noticing these thoughts, but you don't have to judge them. Let them come in and float on without judgment. Now you may be having a positive thought, and you can decide what to do with this thought. Is it important to you, or do you want to let it go? And if it's a good thought, you can choose to keep it in your sky while letting other clouds that are crowding the sunshine up ahead float on without judgment and remaining kind and gentle to yourself. As you lay here, ask yourself, is there anything you're excited about, worried about, happy about, unsure about? Let this thought float around in your head like a cloud, just letting it be there without judgment. If you have a thought, call it thinking and return to the breath, letting the cloud float by without judgment. And now, as you have let your thoughts mindfully pass by, noticing them, but not judging them or placing any attachment to the thought, we return back to the body. We reconnect to the breath, and we send this energy, this mindful awareness, back through the body the way it came up. Starting with the top of the head, the forehead, the eyes, the ears, the cheeks, the nose, the lips, the tongue, the jaw, the chin, the back of the neck, the front of the neck, the upper back, the chest, the right shoulder, the left shoulder, the right arm, the left arm, the right hand, the left hand, the belly button, the stomach, the lower back, the hips, the pelvis, the front of the thighs, the back of the thighs, the knees, the shins, the ankles, the bottom of the feet, the top of the feet, and the toes. And now that we've reached the toes, on your next natural inhale and exhale, gently shoot this breath into any part of your body that still feels tense and needs air. And from this state, we can reach our arms above our head, just giving a good morning stretch and allowing the body to come back to center. Gently, we roll over to one side into fetal position. We take a few breaths here. And when you are ready, you can gently rise up, returning to a seated position. And with our eyes closed, we acknowledge the mindfulness practice that we just experienced and how we are not our thoughts. They are just part of our mind, and we can choose to notice them and how we react. Now we will bring our hands together, rubbing them, generating heat within the body, seeing what it feels like with skin on skin contact and the difference between when we first started this practice. Bringing our thumbs to our heart center, connecting them to our sternum. Bring them to our lips, giving a gentle kiss, honoring our inner voice. Raising them to our third eye center, honoring our intuition and our inner knowing, and bowing to this group who has chosen to show up today to raise the vibration of the collective together. Namaste. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy that practice and it helped you become a little more grounded in today and the energy, especially with the full moon. I encourage you to practice seed to tree, the yogic breath, or the mindfulness cloud drifting visualization if you ever feel like your thoughts are overwhelming you, to just remind yourself that you are in control. So I hope you all have a good day. I will see you again Friday night at 6 p.m. if you are able to join me. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thanks for coming, Rachel.